Hey saddle hunters and bull hunters in general. I just wanted to show you something today that I keep getting asked about whenever I'm at the club, the archery club, or at the if I go to the pro shop. People always ask me, what's that on your bow? This is a product from Advanced Outdoor Products, and it's a holder for my thumb release. And this one's called the 3 WiseMen because it'll hold 3 different, there's a knock-on release, and then there's 2 Carter releases, the first choice and the wise choice. I happen to have the first choice, which I really like. And I went several years ago to using a thumb button. One of the reasons was because I could leave it on my bow when I'm hunting. You know, when something comes along, I can just reach up and grab it and draw. I don't have to look around in the dark or trying to take my eye off my target to connect my wrist release. And I was always clanking my wrist release around on things and making noise. And I know you can stuff it under your sleeve and do all that stuff, but I just didn't care for it. And I did actually miss an opportunity at probably the buck of a lifetime about 3 years ago, because I had to take my wrist release off, to take my gloves off, to reach underneath my bibs into my pants to pull out my phone because I needed to know what time it was. And so that really stunk that I blew that opportunity. As soon as I got everything off and got my phone out, then here comes a big buck walking through, and I went to grab everything and went to draw my bow and realized I didn't have my wrist release on. I had to try to put that on. By the time I got ready to shoot, he was gone. So I went to this wrist release. I used to carry it on my string like this whenever I was walking in and out. And yeah, that's dangerous because you can lose it. And after a couple years, I finally did lose it a couple times, and I was able to backtrack because it's red and find it. But I saw this on Facebook one day, this product from Advanced Outdoors, and it has a magnet in here, and you just set it in here and you can be as quiet as you want. Take it out of there, put it back in. It's pretty quiet. I don't usually put it in until I'm finished hunting. Pull it out in the morning or at the beginning of the hunt. And whenever you walk in, you just flip that little secure button so that it can't fall out, because if you go through some heavy brush without having that in, you can knock it out of there. But that keeps it locked in. And when you're ready to hunt, just take it off of there, clip it to your D-loop, hang your bow up, and you're ready to go. So I highly recommend this product. I think they make them for other types of releases as well. I've just never bothered to check because I don't have another release I need to try to carry. But I have 2 of these, one on my backup bow, one on this bow. And I think it's a very, it's not a gimmick at all. This thing is the real deal. Just plop it right in there. Apparently they make them so they can mount up here on your sight too. They have different mounting systems. I prefer to have it down here, just mounted to where my stabilizer mounts to the bow. But you can put them up here as well. I know that some guys will say that they take their release and they carry it in a pocket. And I've done that, but I've often also forgotten to take it out of my pocket and put it on my bow. And a lot of times, first thing in the morning when you get in the tree and it's an hour before light, it's hard to see the D-loop to get the thing hooked up, so I just leave it in my pocket. And all of a sudden I realize that we've had an hour of light and I'm expecting something to come in, and all of a sudden I realize I haven't taken it out of my pocket to put on my D-loop, or I don't remember which pocket I put it in. And I know it's a good idea to put it in the same pocket every time, but I don't use the same clothes all the time. As the season goes on, I'm wearing different clothes. They don't have pockets in the same place. Sometimes the pocket I carried in early season is covered up with outer layers during the latter part of the season as it gets colder. And so I lose track of where I put it when I keep it in my pocket. So I like to have it here where I always know where it is. So this is made of some sort of composite material. I don't know what it is. It doesn't feel like metal. It's very light, very heavy duty. On their website, they drive over it a couple times with a pickup truck, and it holds up just fine. With the mounting bracket and everything, the whole unit weighs in at 2.1 ounces. So I hope that's helpful to someone, and look them up. I think it's a pretty good product. They run about 60 bucks at the time I bought mine. But good luck, good hunting, enjoy the sport of archery, and we'll talk to you on the next video.